I just had a moment where I went and looked up an old YouTube channel of mine from, man, the oldest video is 20 years ago. And it's a channel I used just to post random clips. And yeah, so I went to this channel. I saw a screenshot of it on my desktop, and I was like, oh, yeah, I must have tracked this down a little while ago. So I just went and looked the channel up, and some of the videos on there are from when I used to record live music. A bunch of friends' bands around town, friends of friends would just go and record live videos of them. And yeah, it's wild. Do you ever have those moments where an old feeling just comes rushing back, just super hard? Like it overtakes you as if you remember exactly how it felt. And I've just been thinking about creativity so much and how creativity operates or the purpose of it or the driving force behind my own creativity and desire to create and produce. And looking at this old video from 15 years ago, the feeling of just a pure desire to do came rushing back. It's like I could remember exactly what the driving force was behind my desire to be creative within the live music scene. Because for a while there, I was photographing and videoing a lot of live music, doing band portraits. And I just remember it feeling so effortless. There there was no thinking that needed to happen in order to push that desire forward. It just felt like pure creativity and desire to create. No overthinking, no logical reasoning for why. It was just for the sake of doing it, for the love of it. I remember it feeling very childlike and playful. I remember not feeling like it had to be defined, that it needed to look like professional done videos, or that I needed to make a name for myself, or any of these definitions that can stifle pure creativity. I think for sure as I've gotten older and have gone through the motions of going to school, getting a job, going through all these predetermined systems that we tend to do in this life, kind of made me realize how far removed I've been from the pure feeling of just creating because it just feels good to. And there's no other purpose except that, no other motive, no other pressure. Yeah, no pressure that this needs to turn into something bigger or it needs to generate me money or anything like that. So it's super interesting to be able to feel that in such like a raw way, and how just going back and looking at an old piece of work 15 years ago just brought that feeling, just rushed it back into reality. And it kind of feels like that's where I've been trying to return to, like get back to, because I've been posing that question to myself. What is this desire to create? Why am I just so drawn to wanting to do creative work of any kind? Because it's like it's a craving. It never stops. And I just have found it interesting to take the time, just give it some thought of just like kind of where the source is stemming from, where the inspiration is from, what does drive me to create. And lately I've really just landed on just visually, I enjoy beauty and aesthetics and using my visual senses. And then I think it's just the enjoyment of it. Like it just feels good to do. It's like an unexplainable feeling inside of you that you're always trying to capture. It doesn't really have to make sense, but just like a feeling that needs to be satiated. It's like the only way I've been able to figure out how to explain it. Because I've never really been able to define what I like to create or how, or stayed in one lane for anything specific of I'm only this kind of artist, or I only do video, I only do image, I only do XYZ. It's always been a little bit of everything. And that's been a struggle, I think, for sure, of feeling like I should have defined myself, maybe made myself more marketable, maybe built more of a career around this idea of creating. But then I have to realize that there's some things that are just for the pure enjoyment of it, just choosing to spend your time because you enjoy doing it, and it doesn't need to be anything else but that.